You exist, so you manifest, okay? Just because you exist, you do manifest what you want. That's it. That's the whole thing. Not I reprogram, so I manifest, not I heal, so I manifest, not I become more confident, magnetic, unbothered, or a better version of myself, so then I finally get what I want. No, it's simpler than that. I exist, so I manifest exactly what I want. It's so simple that it's offensive to the part of you that thinks it has to do something to get there. But let's get this clear, because I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, okay, but if it's really that simple, why hasn't it happened yet? Let's go there. You were taught or you learned that you have to become something to get something. Maybe you were told, well, heal your inner child first, fix your self-concept, choose your desired identity, visualize like your life depends on it, say this 55 times, 3 days straight, affirm all day so you don't slip into your old stories, reprogram your mind. And you did, or you tried to, and you got tired, gave up, and felt guilty for giving up. But here's what you need to hear. The only reason it feels like nothing is happening is because you forgot who you truly are. You forgot the one who exists before all the doing, the one who was whole before you ever picked up a single thought about being broken. And let's see this even more simply. You're not manifesting because you're thinking positive. You're not manifesting because you're choosing the right affirmations at the right time and maybe on the right moon cycle. No, you are manifesting because you exist. And existence does not have to try. The sky doesn't try to be blue. The sun doesn't try to rise. A tree doesn't affirm, I am tall, I am rooted, I am worthy of sunlight. No, it just is. And because it is, life unfolds. And same with you and me. And now let's talk about desire, because I know what some of you'll think. Like, oh, desire means you're in the lack. You have to let go of your desire to get what you want. You have to affirm it, think about it every day. You have to surrender to it completely by thinking about it every day, by holding your vision. No. Your desire is not separate from who you are. Your desire is not outside of you trying to make its way in. Your desire is you. It's an echo of your wholeness, a movement within awareness that says, this is what I want to experience next. You don't chase it. You don't grab it. You don't connect to it. You realize, I never left it. And let me give you an example, right? One of my clients came to me and said, well, I'm doing all the things. I affirm regularly. I visualize sometimes, but not now. I choose my state, but it still falls flat. And I said, can we just pause for a second? We stopped everything in that moment, like no fixing, no strategizing, no rewiring. And of course, I took her through some of my somatic inquiry. And I asked her, though, right now, are you aware? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, are you aware that you're just aware? She paused, something got quiet. And I asked again, without the thought that I don't have it yet, what is here? And she started crying, because in that moment, she wasn't lacking. She wasn't waiting. She wasn't trying to manifest love. She realized she was love, and she saw it for herself. And within days, whatever, without forcing anything, her relationship dynamic completely shifted with her specific person, especially. Not because she mastered a technique, but because she stopped trying to become something else and rested in the truth of what she already was. So you don't become the best version of yourself to get the thing. You realize that there is no version to become. The version you're trying to become, she's not better than you. She's not more magnetic than you. She's just not clenching her fists around who she is supposed to be. She's resting. She's breathing. She's aware that she exists. And from there, life moves. And yes, she or he exists, or they, doesn't matter what you use. And think of it like this. Let's say you're a fish in the ocean, and someone told you, you're not worthy of water. You need to swim to it. So now you're swimming in circles, dehydrated in the sea, chasing the very thing you already are. And that's what most people call manifestation. They're not creating reality. They're chasing water while drowning in it. Exhausting. But the moment you pause, you recognize and you remember, like, oh wait, I am the ocean. And from there, nothing has to be added to you. You don't have to generate calm, love, worthiness, abundance. You don't have to acquire them. Those aren't traits you acquire. They're qualities of what you already are. So no, I'm not telling you to feel it real. I'm not telling you to embody the version of you that already has it. Because most people hear that and go, okay, so what should this version be doing now? What would he, she, or they be wearing? What would he, she, or they be thinking? That's not embodying who you truly are. That's method acting. Okay? We're not doing that here. And what I'm saying is this: you don't need to act like that version. You are already that version. And when you rest in that, your thoughts shift, behaviors shift, desires move, actions happen naturally, calmly, without fanfare. That's what people call alignment. But it's really just being you without attaching yourself to the noise. And here's a simple thing that you can even follow. Morning, afternoon, night, whenever the mind starts spinning, whenever you feel like it, even when the mind's not spinning, just pause and ask yourself, well, am I aware? Not as some chore, just recognize that, yeah, I am. And am I aware of being aware? And rest there and ask, without the story of me, what is here? Without chasing this desire, can I notice it's already showing up as a movement in me? What does this moment feel like when I stop trying to be the one who makes it happen? And don't try to feel anything, just notice. You'll start to feel stillness, a soft okayness, a little breath of relief. That's the shift. That's you. That's you. And that's where desires move from, not because you made the move, but because they were never separate in the first place. So if you're wondering right now, but what do I do next? Here's the answer. You breathe. You rest. You recognize who you are. You exist. You realize you exist. And because you realize you exist, your desires already live inside you. They are you. And life unfolding effortlessly is simply you meeting yourself again. And yeah, sometimes we get caught up in our stories and patterns seem to be repeating. And that's where my somatic inquiry coaching comes in. It's not about slowing down and digging into like 10,000 beliefs. No, it's about seeing through whatever is so active in you so clearly that you don't need to believe in the positive. You'll just see for yourself who you are without believing me, without believing words, empty phrases. No, you'll know it in your bones. And for that, you can reach out to me through the links in the description or email me at hello@anilareddy.com. And yes, I am getting to all your emails. I've been away traveling. And if you want to, I know you've been asking about like my money related course. I have more than enough, and you'll find that in the link below as well, along with my other courses. So I'll see you in the comments. All right. I'd love to hear from you.